town down in Montego Bay. Well, oh, Caribbean streams to the making, steel and stone never breaking. From the San Francisco we elevate, design Jamaica dominate.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Design Jamaica. In this video, we head to the Bread Basket Parish, specifically the town that has been ravaged by Hurricane Melissa, Ground Zero, Black River, St. Elizabeth, as we continue our series, Redesigning Our Townships. Now by this we all know what happened to Black River, so I don't need to go into details of what happened during the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Category 5 Melissa come, blow the place down, and then it was ground zero. Before the passage of the devastating Category 5 hurricane, this town, Black River, was the capital of Black River. Well, it still is, even though it's like literally no more, it is legally still the capital of Black River. Up until this moment, I haven't heard anything concrete about the capital being moved to elsewhere. If you know, let me know, but up until now, there's no evidence of that. So yes, Black River is still the capital of St. Elizabeth. However, before Hurricane Melissa, this town was a very vibrant town. Became sleepy in some sense, but due to local government activities and a little bit of community tourism, thanks to the Black River Safari and other attractions, the town was keeping. Yes, Black River did a keep. With all of that, Black River was known as one of the most underdeveloped towns in Jamaica prior to Hurricane Melissa. Similar and are about the same size like Lucy, Morant Bay, St. Anne's Bay, these small towns that are actual parish capitals but are somehow underdeveloped for various reasons. And one of those main reasons is due to another town within the parish becoming more populous and developed than the actual parish capital, like in the case of St. Elizabeth, where Santa Cruz is the more popular and developed town than Black River. There was even a controversial debate about moving the capital status from Black River to Santa Cruz, being the reason that Santa Cruz is more developed and is more urbanized. That old British thinking that we Jamaicans hang on to, where the capital has to be the largest or smallest town within a certain geographical unit. But in global aspects, it really doesn't have to be. The largest or smallest city or town doesn't have to be the capital. I mean, in the United States, for example, and I love to use the US as example because I really do love their system. For example, the state of New York. Albany is the capital of New York State, but Albany is not the largest city in New York State. It is New York City. I could use California, another state. Sacramento is the capital, but Sacramento is not the largest city. It is Los Angeles. So those are some examples to really show you that the capital really doesn't have to be the largest city or town. Not just that old British thinking they would just hang on to from back in the day. We just can't let go. Oh Lord. So Black River, I really do support Black River. Black River remain the capital, even though it has been ravaged and is now ground zero, from the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. But I really do believe that it should be rebuilt and remain the capital if possible. I mean, even Kingston right now, I believe it's becoming too large to remain as the capital of Jamaica. I do believe that I would love to see a new capital being built and serve as the capital and make Kingston be the big city, just like New York City, and you have something else that is similar to Washington, D.C. Just like how a lot of us believe that church and state should be separate, I do believe that commerce and government should be in separate locations. Yeah. I would love to see that for Jamaica. But anyway, back to Black River. But before Santa Cruz, there was Black River, and Black River in history is recorded as the first place to get electricity in Jamaica, even before New York City. So Black River was not always a sleepy town. In history, back in the days, it was a vibrant mecca hub. But as you know, as Santa Cruz grew more urbanized, Black River kind of slipped back and get lost in the wilderness somehow. But anyway, and as you know, before the hurricane, a lot of persons, here in Jamaica and all over the world, didn't really know much about Black River until after Hurricane Melissa. And so everybody know how Black River and what Black River look like right now as we speak. So I am not here to divulge much on the image and the status of Black River post Melissa, I am here to show you what Black River was like before Melissa, so that we can design, kind of redesign the town and give you something fresh and new that even the government themselves could take some pointers from, and also to use for their planned new city. As you know, it's been said that this area is where they want to build their new city, their modern smart city. So that idea we're also adding to the mix. Now, as you know, like most other townships across Jamaica, Black River was one of those towns that was not properly laid out from start, meaning that there was no proper town planning for these areas. And just like what we discussed in the St. Anne's Bay Jacksall video, and if you have not yet seen that video, I implore you to go back and watch that video. Okay, the merger between St. Anne's Bay and Jacksall to become a major city, and this video is the second part in the series to that video. So as you know, these rural townships was not planned. They were just laid out, a main street running through the middle of it with a big clock in the middle called the square, and you have some little some little ring roads and some little crescents and avenues on the side, that most likely lead into a residential area or some squatter settlements or so forth. You get the drift. And if you look at most of our townships, if you are a person of geography, or if you have common sense, because even somebody who don't know geography can see this. If you look at most of our townships, Black River, Maypen, Mandeville, even Montego Bay, that is how they were laid out. They weren't properly planned. I mean, if you look at these maps, if you take a look at Kingston, or even Spanish Town, or even Little Falmouth and Savannah Lamar, these are just a few urban areas in Jamaica that had a plan, that properly laid out. As you can see, they had a grid. And Portmore too. We can't forget Portmore. I mean, just look at it. Perfect. So this is what we're talking about. So we are going to redesign Black River. I mean, look at the map of how it was, how it is now, and prior to Hurricane Melissa. You can see, how the town was just put there without any proper planning. And no wonder why it was so badly impacted by Hurricane Melissa, because I mean, if you look at the infrastructure of Black River, there was nothing called modern development. Like literally no form of modern infrastructure was implemented in Black River, when other major places across Jamaica has seen modern infrastructural development. Black River has been one of those towns that has been overlooked. I mean, really, if you look at some of the buildings, they were already rotting even before Melissa. I mean, the town was like literally old. So you can just imagine why it was so badly impacted by the hurricane. I mean, for a town that sits on Jamaica's longest navigable river, and where it is now and has been prior to Melissa, it has seen better days. So we are going to fix that. So let us zoom in on our customized Design Jamaica Google Map. And if you look to the left, you can see where Google Map is saying Black River is over that area where there are some residential development is. And it doesn't point to the town center, which is right by the river right there, but that is the actual Black River proper, where the river is, where the part that has been badly affected by Melissa. And also, as you know, Google really does not have proper and credible information on Jamaica, especially when it comes to the maps. A lot of misinformation there is when it comes to Google Maps, with Google Maps. So you can see where this is little circle, this is what Google says is Black River, but in reality, that's not Black River. Black River is more than what Google says it is. This is all of Black River. It includes other communities such as Luana, Brompton, Hodges. All of these areas are considered Black River in reality. So this is what we're going to work with. So on our specialized customized Google map, as you can see, this is where Black River is. Black River proper would be downtown Black River, just like in our previous video with St. Anne's Bay, where we have St. Anne's Bay proper, then you have Jacksall, you have and the other areas there. Yes, so it would be the same. Probably would not divide them up in boroughs, but they could be divided up into different neighborhoods. So you have downtown, you have Brompton just up the same way, you have Luana to itself, you have out west, you have Hodges, and so on. So that is how we're going to do it. First, we'd have to build a proper seawall, because we all saw what Melissa did with Black River, because there was no proper seawall. I mean, the wind was one, but also the water came in and do even more catastrophic damages, even to structures that nobody would imagine be so badly affected by a hurricane, because the seawall was, the height of the seawall was so low. So first, that would have to be fixed, and the downtown area or Black River proper will have to be lifted more meters above sea level. Remember, this is a town that is sitting on a major river and on a coast. So that is a must. Certainly, the road infrastructure must be upgraded so that when it comes to natural disasters like Melissa, there are more roads for evacuation. The roads in Black River are way too narrow. The utilities must be put on the ground. You can't have a modern city or a modern town. They say they want Black River to become smart city. You cannot have a modern downtown of a city with them big ugly wire and then big concrete and wooden posts, all over the place. It just looks so ugly. They must be on the ground. Our fourth point, we got to build taller. So we don't want to only see skyscrapers going up in Kingston and Montego Bay. We want to see skyscrapers going up in other townships as well. And Black River could be one of those townships where we see the first rural skyscraper. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? Yes. And it really doesn't have to be skyscrapers, but just build taller. Buildings over 6 or 7 stories. These days we love to talk about resilience. We love to use the word resilient a lot. Now this is what we call resilience. If you really want to be resilient, as we love to say, be resilient with building with common sense, right? Yeah. So as you can see, Black River, Black River proper kind of have a semi-grid pattern, set out, just on the west banks of the river. So we could go along with this grid. We wouldn't have to align anything new concerning the gridding of the town. We could just go along with what's there and expound on what's there outwards. So let's grid downtown Black River.
Them city writing and dodge. Say anything goes, even Maria top. Say to your mondoma. I see my way to your mondoma. See me rolling out of mondoma.
Right, so as you can see, new streets has been created, and that green area right there, that is right in the middle of Black River right there. A part of that is left for a large park, probably would be the largest ever recreational park ever to be built in Jamaica, a large park. Not all of it, some of it is going to be utilized for development. You're talking about new housing schemes, townhouses, shopping centers, and so on. And if you look to the right of the screen, you can also see where we have gridded that area as well, because that also will be included in the city proper, or in the city limits. You can see the river to the left of it, and that's still Black River. That's empty lands over there, that is still Black River. So yes, we've included that as well. All right, so now that we get downtown, let's semi-grid the rest of the entire city of Black River.
All these things that I want, me don't want none.
Alright, so there you have it. And if you notice that the proposed segment of Highway 2000, the East-West Highway, that is going to continue from Williamsfield all the way to Hodges, you can also see the alignment of that highway, and also the segment that will be coming down from Montego Bay, that will be intersecting this highway just outside Black River in Hodges. So we have also included those as well. And you can also see the rest of the gridding. Because we have zoomed out, so you're not going to see exactly the proper gridding of the city, but you can see the semi-grids, like the way how this semi-grid is set up. Within those grids are like 2 city blocks, if you understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, because we have zoomed out, so we are not able to provide you the exact gridding of the rest of the city. But as you can see, it includes Luana, Brampton, Red Ground, Black River itself, and also Hodges. Yes, Hodges. How could I forget Hodges? Is that a very popular name right now? Yes. So these would be the 5. For Black River, I don't want to call them boroughs. I would more likely call them communities. Yes, city communities. Yep. And as you know, Black River proper, which is downtown Black River, would be the CBD, the Central Business District. But you would also have other commercial districts probably out in Brompton for those who are traversing on the Black River bypass, would want to get into that business district, as well as one probably over in Hodges and one in Luana. So if you live in the outskirts of the city, for certain necessities, for certain basic necessities like food and and things like those, you would not need to traverse into downtown Black River to get like a simple KFC or a simple McDonald's or something like that. Well, if McDonald's reach Jamaica by that time, yes, you would not need to go downtown to get those basic commodities. You could get them in Luana or in Brompton, because there would be some plazas and some shopping centers out there where you don't have to go downtown. Similar to, say, you have Montego Bay. In Montego Bay, you have downtown Montego Bay, but you also have Catherine Hall. You also have Iron Shore, or similar to Kingston. You have downtown Kingston, but you don't. Most people that lives in Kingston don't go downtown. They don't need to. They can get things they want in Halfway Tree or in Ligoni. Or say if you're in Maypen, you don't have to go into Maypen. You could go to Mineral Heights or to Palmer's Cross. Like that. So this is what you call smart town planning. And another thing that I'm also going to include for our cities and towns in redesigning our cities and towns is ring roads. Roads that go around the city instead of through them, similar to what they have in the United States. I don't think Black River would need a ring road because it's right on the coast, but for interior cities like Mandeville, Maypen, Spanish Town, and I think Kingston also need a beltway. Kingston, we need to design a beltway for Kingston, so that is coming up in a future video. But yes, I do think we need to include ring roads that will also be a part of the Highway 2000 system, but instead of going through the city to get out of it, you go around it. So that is to come as well. Oh, and here is the logo. Now, this is the logo for the city of Black River. Now, you have the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation, but I do think Black River for Black River to function as a city, it needs to have a mayor that focuses directly on the city. So what I would like to see is that, yes, he's still a part of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation, but not serve as a chairman. Have somebody serve as a chairman of the municipal corporation, but for the city of Black River, we should have someone that directly serve as the mayor to serve the city and the city only, not the rest of St. Elizabeth. So that is what we'd like to see. And that mayor must be elected directly by the people, not chosen by the corporation. So that is what we'd like to see as well. Yes, so there you have it. Redesigning Black River, and we have done it. What do you think? Do you think it's a good move? You like what you see? Do you think it's a good idea that the government could implement within their smart city initiative? And which major township should we redesign next? Let us know in the comment section. So as you know, it is the final day of 2025. Yes, it is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, yes. So which means that this is the final video for the year. So I want to take the time out and to thank everyone who have made DJC what it is between January and now. It has been an up and down year, but it has been a year when we have reached, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, and we are so proud of that, even though it's small, but we're still proud. And we were hoping that we could have reached 2K between now, but yeah, we're not stall out, pan we. So we are hope that we'll come again and support the thing in 2026. And our goal for 2K subscribers initiative have now been extended to March 31st, 2026. So it's no longer December 31st, because as you can see, it is December 31st and we have not hit that mark. So we have to now extend it to March 31st, 2026. So jump on the back one and jump on the train and let us go for goal for 2K subscribers by March 31st, 2026. We are depending on you. Without you, the channel is nothing. Nothing. So it's all you. So please, we're asking for your support. So until we see you on the other side over in 2026 with our first video, I'm Bro. Happy New Year.
Brought to you by Films by Jawade. Follow us on all social media platforms.